One of the questions we often get asked is which warp yarn for which set of tapestry. And there is a basic rule of thumb, as it were, that Archie Brennan gave us, which is really interesting. And it's a good place to start, shall we say. So I've got here our thickest warp yarn, and I'm doing this so it shows up on the film, really, but this works for any of the warp yarns. So what you do is you take it onto a ruler and you wrap for 1 centimetre. Don't pull it too tight. You want it so that it can bulge out rather than be too tight. And I've been able to wrap that 6 times to fill that centimetre. And then what you do is you take that centimetre and you spread it. So I've got 6 in my centimetre. So I can now spread that out to 1 inch, and that will give me the sort of set that is good for tapestry. All right. And tapestry, it needs to be slightly wider than cloth weaving. So in cloth weaving, you would do your wraps and then halve it for plain weave. Here you're spreading it that little bit further, and you can see that I've got a nice wide gap there for me to be able to weave in. So that would be 6 wraps to the centimetre, and I would weave with that as 6 ends in the inch, so that would work out very nicely indeed. That's a good spacing for this warp yarn as a starting point for you to work out which warp for which set. Obviously you can play and experiment, but it's a very, very good starting point.